Good evening, folks. It is the night before the Genesis Battle of Champions Championship is about to happen, and I wanted to just get a quick update out there, show you some of the updates that I've done to the tracker, and also give you guys a little bit of an idea of some of the stuff that's going on in the market with some of the sales of the higher ticket items. Just on the Genesis website, just showing you the auction that's going on right now. We've got the Alpha 2-player kit, the Alpha booster box, and then some complete sets of cards along with some promos. What's going to be really important here is just to note the Alpha booster and this 2-player starter kit. I think these are going to really set the tone for what's going on in the market right now. So going back into my tracker that I'm starting to build out here, I really wanted to take some of the feedback I got from some folks. I know some people are looking at squinting, and I'm hoping you can see a little bit better on the screen now as I go through some of the stuff. There's a lot of information on here, so I'm going to try to walk you through it pretty slowly for this Alpha one, and then we can dive into the beta, the raise, and the welcome to Jay really quickly, because that's a little bit more cookie cutter. What I've got here is kind of two pillars. This is the Alpha 2017 edition. This set is extremely rare. As I kind of detailed in the previous video, the print run, we had 31 starter kits, we had 11 booster packs. Each one of these starter kits contained only commons and uncommons, and there was no rares until 2018 Alpha, actually, except for two. And those were Meteorite and Guardian of Balance. There were no rares in the starter kit though. So we've only got 11 booster packs where Meteorite and Guardian of Balance would have been included. And so as a result, it's really tough to determine how many of these cards are out there, but I've got this approximation of 0 to 1 for the rares. And these numbers here do not include any of the starter kit cards, just because I'm not sure of the breakdown of the commons, the uncommons, the auras, and that sort of thing. Were there epics in Alpha? I don't believe there was in Alpha 2017. But we can always talk to Sid a little bit more about that. Speaking of Sid, he has kind of confirmed with me that there is one sealed booster pack from Alpha 2017 out there somewhere, so we've just got to find it. So I'm just pulling up the information. That a lot of this information came from originally on the website here, just in case anybody wants to go check it out themselves. And so if we go back into the spreadsheet here, 2018 Alpha, there was actually three different runs. There was the first run, the second run, and then the full run. And so the first and second run did not include the entire 90 card set. And Sid has not really made it clear what cards were missing or were not there, but it's going to take everything you're going to see here with a grain of salt. It's a little bit speculative, but I'm trying to get the numbers as accurate as I can, and as I find more information, I'll update some things here. So the first print run, there was 100 starter kits, there was 50 booster packs. Then we had the second print run, which was 8 booster boxes. Each one of those had 20 packs in it. And then by April, they released another 31 boxes that had 20 packs again. And these were with the full entire set of Alpha. And I believe that this is the box that is up for auction on the Genesis website, as well as the prize. These are the 31 main boxes that I imagine would have been made. So, overall, you see there are only 39 total Alpha booster boxes that were produced. There were also 30 gift set boxes that were produced for early supporters of the game. Each of those was a complete set of Alpha. I'm not really sure if any of those are opened yet, but that entire set, I think it's a 90 card set. It's there. Whoever's got those probably are not going to want to get rid of them, or they may not ever open them, but they do have those. So there was epic rares in alpha. There was one in approximately 8 packs. And when you extrapolate out how many booster packs total there was from the first run, there was 50. Then there was 8 boxes of 20 packs, so 160, and then there was another 620 packs from these 31 boxes. So altogether, 830 booster packs were created, and that's where we get this total approximate quantity of each card, breaking it down. In addition to these numbers here, you've got the start, call them starters, but they're actually the gift boxes. And so I'm going to update that right now just so we don't make a mistake. But so each gift box had 30. There was 30 gift boxes, so altogether this would be approximately 55 to 56 epic rares. So some of this data gets populated from some of the tabs we're going to go through coming up here. But one of the new things I have added is in this yellow here is I'm just trying to track how many boxes are open, how many boxes are sealed that we know about. And, you see here 2 sealed boxes. Those are the 2 that are up for auction and up as a prize. So when we go into this, I hope this is a little bit easier for people's eyes to see now. I've actually put some extra information in here, the artist, how much G, and the affiliation for folks for later on for deck building and just understanding if you want to collect artists to be able to filter by that. But we've got all the different booster boxes up here. I had to throw in something, so I just threw $2 grand in because that's what that box is going for. I assume this box going for $2 grand means that this one is also $2 grand or more. And a booster pack then would be at least $100 because there's 20 in a box. And so these numbers have just been thrown in there. Some of them have actually been pulled from online sources, 130 points, and there's some eBay sales. So if we go into the actual tabs for each of these are the 4 epics. I just threw a number in there. Same with the rares. You can see approximate copies of each on this as well. And I've got the uncommons. This one in green was one that was actually a sold listing on eBay. So, I mean, if an uncommon air elemental went for $85, I assume a lot of this other stuff would go for the same or more if it hit the market. But, we're not going to just make some stuff up yet, and I have to do some more deeper diving into the prices. I did put Tsunami in there at $100 just for fun because I know that card is extremely hard to get just because it hasn't been reprinted yet. And for some commons, we did have a Cross Punch that sold for $85. Let's see if I can pull that up. So you can kind of see here, this is some of the beta stuff that sold. There's some of the alpha stuff. This Cross Punch just sold at the end of October. At the same time, somebody bought an Air Elemental Dark Strength original 2017 alpha for $99. But there's not a lot of stuff on the market, but you see these things going for $85, $90. Get into the beta. We'll look at this a little bit later, but a box just sold for $480 US. 2-player starter kit. Another, what's this? 36 booster packs plus 2-player sets. So the stuff is selling there. So just to finish up with the alpha here, Aura Surge, that was one of the ones you just saw. Dark Strength. I don't know if this is going to be setting the tone for the market, but I've just thrown $10 in there for each common, and then for the starters, this is actually the champions. One thing to note is the Arthur Tanga champs. He did, I think, 4 of them, and he's one of the original artists. Those ones are extremely hard to get. Those are going to become, I think, sought-after collector items, just due to the nature of the rarity and the fact that I don't believe he's doing any of the art for the game anymore. So take that for what it is. More than happy to take instant or PMs or any kind of messages from people who know about sales, especially with alpha. It's going to be really hard to get information on that. I don't think people are getting rid of that sort of stuff. All right, we're going to move into beta now. So again, with the beta, I had to take a bit of liberty here with these approximations. But you can kind of see this is a little bit more solid. I think the numbers here. So we've got 561 known booster boxes, which equals 13,464 packs. Um, Another 1,992 starter set boosters. So each starter kit contains 2 booster packs of beta. So total number of boosters there. This is what the set breaks down to. This is the total approximate quantity of each card that was printed. Um, and I didn't bother with the aura cards and that sort of thing just yet until I get some more accurate information. But um, there was no epics, so this is the breakdown of the packs, and this data is all pulled from some of these other tabs. Again, I added known open boxes, known sealed boxes, and I'm starting to get some people sending me information. I have to update this a little bit more, but trying to calculate for the community how many, the percentage of boxes that we know of that are open versus sealed. As more of this stuff gets opened, I think, when you look at, hey, there's 966 of any individual rare. If we know that 50+% are sealed still, we know that there's 480 of them that are not in the pool. And so as the boxes get open, the market shifts, and sealed maybe goes up, but the rares go down, or the rares go up, and vice versa. So it's kind of funny. I think this is kind of cool just because there's so few boxes that it is important to try to keep a good understanding of how many sealed ones there are out there. Got average prices for these that's pulling from the other data here. And then we've got, we can dive right into the actual content here. So some of these ones in green are sales that I know of that have happened just because of some of the stuff's been on eBay that we looked at earlier. A lot of this other stuff has been with some of the local gaming stores. I will say that there's not a lot out there on the market, and I think if it was out there, it maybe would go for the same or more. But some of the big hitters that you're going to have to watch out for are always going to be the Bolt Shot, Baruch, Chrono Walker, Meteorite, Vampiric Kiss is hard to find. Otherwise, there would be some sales of that. And then you've got the uncommons, and really the big thing to look for on the uncommons right now is Tsunami. Hasn't been reprinted yet, and it's in high demand, especially for the championship coming up. So, I like keeping a note. I want to have an easy reference for people to see approximately how many copies of a card are out there. And this will be really crucial when we get into some of the epics for Welcome to Jay, Rays, and some of the promos where the print run is just ridiculously low. Get into the comments, stuff like, I don't know, some of these $1, $3, whatever. And then these are just the champion cards. All right, let's move on to Welcome to Jay. All right, so I don't know if I'm going too fast. I'm trying to get through this quickly and then maybe start just spending some time updating one set at a time. But I just really want to show people the content that's there and, get some feedback before I start plugging in a whole bunch of numbers that people care or don't care about. But look at Welcome to Jay. We've got, again, some of this known boxes open versus sealed. Got a little bit more information there, but, you start to see these approximately 55 epic rares, approximately 443 rares, extremely low print runs. When we get into the epics, I do want to mention, I was talking to one of the members of the community who runs a store, and he was telling me that I guess originally at the beginning when these came out as a promo, about 6 to 10 stores were given 2 copies of each epic as promos. So there may be, in addition to this 55, there could be another 20 of those out there. It's not confirmed 100%, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere between 10 and 20 more of those out there. So just keep that in mind. We've got all the epics as well. The pricing, again, you're gonna start to see as people realize the rarity, some of the stuff's going to go up. Are they all going to go up, or is there going to be, specific playable ones? The Tiger, we've got Bolt Shot, no sale just because nobody's getting rid of them. Um, Chrono Walker again, Caboose, the original Caboose there, and the Meteorite. There's a few really highly played cards that are going to always hold some value there. And when we get into the rares, only about 443 of these. This is going to be, as this game grows with this new Kickstarter campaign coming out, I can see a lot of people getting into the game and, doing kind of what I do is want to go back and get the oldest version of the cards you can find. And that is going to drive a market. The more that people start playing this game, the more that this market on the secondary side is going to go up. Again, we get into the commons and that sort of thing. I'm going to move over to Rays now. All right, so Rays, we went through Rays. I think this is one of the first ones I had built out. Again, this format, I think I'm going to go a little bit slower when I do the individual sets and just do recaps until people are used to it and until it's been tweaked and finalized. I am supposed to have a little chat with someone else in the community that does a lot of this stuff for Flesh and Blood content. You might know him, but he's apparently going to help me out, so I'm looking forward to that and just understanding how he keeps updating his stuff on the regular, because I'm pretty good with Excel, but there's some stuff I still need to figure out here. Again, we've got the known boxes. I think this is going to be really cool once we start to get more of the information and intelligence there. So we've got, the complete sets. We've got broken down by epics, by rares, uncommons, commons, starter, champion cards. And so, I'd love to be able to kind of go through this a little bit more in detail, a little bit slower with everybody, but just wanted to show you what I've been up to. I still have to do Welcome to Jalaera 2, second edition. There's the foils in that set, so I've got to do a little bit extra work building that template. And I'm really interested and excited to do the promotional cards. I think that's a really cool one that there's going to be some really cool stuff in there. And so, yeah, I just talked a lot really fast and wanted to get this out before the championship. So feel free to comment. Let me know if you're at the championship, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. And until next time, stay safe.